Good morning, everybody. I'm Jackie from the Oracle Times, and I'm going to be doing the Pisces July 2020 forecast reading. I'm going to say, as I always do, that I record live from the bushveld in South Africa. That means it's beautiful here, and we have a beautiful winter's day. Blue skies, sunny, lucky. But the internet can be a little bit of a problem at times. I might disappear for a second or two. I've had a very good run of late. I have not disappeared at all. So hold thumbs that it stays that way this time. So Pisces, I've got oracle cards for you, tarot cards for you, and we're going to do a relationship reading as well. Let's get stuck in. Right, so I have shuffled these for you already. I'm going to do just a little bit of a shuffle while I pull out your cards for you. So the first card that comes for you is Orphaned. So at the beginning of July, you may feel as if you've been abandoned in some way. In some area of your life, you feel isolated, you feel unnurtured, not nurtured. You feel as if the universe is not stepping in to help you, as if people aren't stepping in to help you, as if you're on your own and whatever this is. Okay, so that is how you possibly start July off with. It needn't be your whole life that feels that way. It could be an aspect of your life that feels that way. It could be a project you're busy with where you feel like you're just doing it all on your own. Nobody's giving you any help. It can be that kind of feeling. Or it can be life in general. For some of you, that will be your life story. But let's see what else comes up. The next card is Peace. Okay. So if you have been feeling like there is no support for you, as if the universe is not aiding you, as if people are not stepping in to help you, and this isn't running to your aid to help you, this is just being there when you do need the help, or when you do things that you don't feel opposed by people when you're doing it. But you're going to find peace in July. In July, you find that inner place within yourself in general that feels at peace with the way things are. Okay, so that's coming after the Orphan. Let's see how it happens. Okay, so the Round and Round card comes up. It's been coming up quite a bit lately. What it says is you've possibly been in this position before. You felt like this before. You feel as if the situation keeps repeating itself. It's not really doing that. What it is actually doing is each time it goes round to what feels like exactly the same point, you're actually going up a level. It's a spiral upwards, and it is on its way somewhere. It's not going to stay exactly the same forever. So you may be repeating things because they need to be a little bit better understood, a little bit more experience from them. But there is an upward spiral, even though to you it feels as if it's the same thing over and over again. The next card is Higher Power. So ultimately what this is about is letting go of the need to control the way things are working, the way things are panning out, the direction things are taking. It's about giving over, not giving up, giving over. Basically saying, when it comes to that same point again where you feel as if you are not supported in what you are doing, and you've been there before, it's a familiar feeling, to find that inner peace, you say, you know what? I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what this is about. I'm handing it up to you. And you look up, then you hand it up to the higher power. Because sometimes that brings the understanding, okay? The Chaos and Conflict card comes up. So there's definitely a situation for Pisces in July that is stripping away that which is not you, that which is not genuinely you. You've possibly been doing things in a certain way that is not genuinely you. You've been doing things in a way that's expected of you maybe, or you think that's the way it should be done. But July is going to blow that right off the page. I'll always say, have a look at this card. This is a zebra dressed up as a giraffe. So this poor zebra has been having to behave like a giraffe. Then the chaos and the conflict comes in and it strips that away. What is left behind is the zebra. So you're going through that same experience. What this is doing is stripping away the things that are not you, the things that are not authentically you. This is what this card is all about, being the authentic you. And sometimes the only way that gets done is when we constantly come up against things and we start feeling a little bit abandoned, maybe a lot abandoned. And then we think, well, I don't know what to do here. We give over and things start shifting after that. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you guys out of the Oracle cards, and we'll do the Tarot. And let's see what the Tarot has to say as well. Imagine. Okay, so when this card comes up, it says, right, it's time to go to the drawing board in your imagination. So what do you really want to do? How do you really want to do it? What do you want your life to really look like? It's time to start dreaming a bit, okay? To start to do daydreaming. because possibly you've been following a course or a path or a course of action that is not you. Somehow you ended up there, possibly due to feeling a responsibility to doing it, possibly because you were pressurized into it. Doesn't matter where the pressure comes from. It can even be from adverts. Wherever it came from, you ended up somewhere that was not authentically you. July is going to start really pushing you to become your authentic self. Part of that is giving over. The other part of it is dreaming up what it is you really want in your life. And this is not about owning things or even doing things. It's about how do you want your life to feel? How do you want to feel when you wake up in the mornings? How do you want to feel when you go to bed at night? Okay, so that's something to start daydreaming. You've got to start daydreaming. And we can get very stuck nowadays daydreaming about owning things and thinking that's going to be the answer. It isn't. We've got to actually think about how would I like my life to be? Do I want to get up every morning and jump into my car and go to work and have a high-pressure job and have the thrill of it? Do I want to stay in bed, get up later, sit down in front of my laptop and write a novel? It's that kind of thing that you must be dreaming about, thinking about. I gave you two opposite extremes, but that is what you think about, what you dream about a lot in July, so that you can start getting a feeling for the authentic you. The first tarot card that comes up for you is the Seven of Fire. It's a beautiful card, this, okay, beautiful deck, this, very different. There's a lotus flower in the middle of that bowl of water, and she's no doubt scrying. She's looking into the future, and the future is unfolding. She has two cats with her. Cats are psychic in the symbolic meaning, okay? Cats can see where we can't see, they say. That is the symbolic meaning of them. So if we look at this card, there is a little bit of looking into the future and something is busy unfolding and you start getting intuitive feel for what that is. So on a not mundane level, let's say on a deeper level, July is about you starting to peek into that future. That's no doubt what that Imagine card was about, okay? You start imagining what your future can look like and you get a bit of a peek into what it can look like, okay? You get a little bit of an inkling, an idea of what your future can look like. Now, let's see what else comes up for you here, okay? Another card out for you guys. Okay, faith. That's very good. And that's also the same as that higher power card that you got earlier. So you have to have faith. So it's possibly not a month where you can take much action to change what is happening for you. It looks that way. It's very much a thing of, it's more about handing over and it's more about dreaming about what the future can bring in for you. It's more about having faith that what is happening at the moment is necessary for your future to be bright and gorgeous and beautiful, okay? That takes a lot of faith at times. Most times we actually want to have our hand in there and we want to be directing it. July is not going to be the month where that is happening for you guys, but have faith because something is unfolding in July and you're going to get an inkling of what it is you are going to see. Finally, you get the Two of Fire. Two is collaboration, okay? Two is the card of someone else standing by to help you. Now, that someone else could physically be someone that steps into your life that you collaborate with. Help you could work in many ways. It can be an antagonist, okay? It can be someone that pushes you into doing what you should be doing simply because they are pushing you. Not because they want to help you, but they inadvertently strip those giraffe spots off you and turn you into a zebra. Somebody that collaborates with you can also literally be that. For most of you, I feel this is an antagonist. This is someone that is making you think, why? You know, what's going on? Well, what is going on is the authentic you is being revealed to you. And that can only happen through this. And you've been in this situation before. It is not a new situation. The cards that came up here tell me you've been here more than once before. But this time, you're spiraling upwards one spiral again. You get an inkling of what your future is going to look like. Hand over. Don't try to control this. And see where it takes you, okay? And have faith because it is taking you somewhere. It's just the beginning of it. That lotus flower is just busy unfolding. But the future, what it looks like, is also going to depend on what you do here. If you imagine and you dream and you hand over, it's going to look very differently. And if you dig your heels in, you get upset, you kick against it, and you don't have faith, then there's going to be two different outcomes to this story. Right, let's have a look at your relationship cards. This is for those of you in relationships as well as those of you looking for relationships. First card that comes up says healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I'm not surprised that this card came up for you guys, because there is a relationship dynamic. A big part of it is what is happening for you in July. There's some old relationship dynamic that is a little bit of a party pooper. That's a good word for it. It's the bucket of cold water on what you do. And it's playing out in many areas of your life. I think the handing over and not trying to control and dreaming about the kind of future you do want plays a part in healing this. Sometimes the healing can take part very obviously. We see, oh, I keep doing that because of that. Sometimes it heals inwardly and you're not even consciously aware of it, but you start behaving differently and people turn up in your life differently. Okay, the next card is true love. Ha, that's nice. This is the romance of a lifetime. So, in this healing process of yours that takes place in July, and it has to do with relationship dynamics, you open up for the romance of a lifetime to come into your life. You open up for true love to come into your life, especially those of you looking for relationships. Those of you in established relationships, the potential is there to heal an old relationship dynamic, and that makes way for that genuine connection between the two of you to be fostered, reconnected, or even established. Maybe it was never there, but the opportunity is coming by healing an old relationship dynamic. And that relationship dynamic can stem back heavens to know, who knows where, another lifetime, as a tiny child, whatever it may be. But what it did was has you responding in certain ways, attracting particular kind of people into your life because you want to work through it. But now is the opportunity for that to heal. And true love reads in, and you get, it's safe for you to love, open your heart and receive the highest energy of all. So, whatever this is that heals up, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, it makes getting into relationships safe again. It makes the relationship you in, you can open your heart again. It's fine to do it. You can receive and give that kind of love. And those of you looking for relationships, this is going to be that relationship, that kind of relationship you dreamt about. Open your heart when it does come. It's safe to do so, and it's going to be a necessary part of this being that true love, that relationship of a lifetime. Right, guys, I do hope you enjoyed that reading. If you'd like a personal private reading from me, and I do an amazing soulmate reading, you can contact me via my website. I will put the link in the description box below under the drop-down arrow. Once this video is processed, I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing. Thank you very much. And I'm wishing you many hugs and love and blessings for the month of July. And we'll chat again soon.